So today we're going to work through just a brief mindfulness exercise to help bring us into a state of restoration and ease. So this is a really great thing to do maybe at the end of a day or after a workout to help kind of bring yourself into a state of peace and groundedness. This is a practice that I do with the athletes at Oregon, typically after we move through our physical practice. So go ahead and lie down if you haven't already. Get comfortable. So maybe using a pillow underneath your head, or you can extend your legs forward in a Shavasana position or bring your feet onto the ground a little bit wider than your hips with your knees kind of drawing together so your back feels supported. And once you do feel at ease, comfortable and relaxed, letting your eyes softly close. And then gently begin to bring your awareness to your breath. So kind of letting that practice of noticing the inhale and exhale kind of help you to detach from any lingering external thoughts that you may be having. So instead of your mind going off into the future or the past, or even something around you in this present moment, can you gently begin to offer the awareness to your breath and noticing that the breath is already steady and even. Your inhale and exhale match. And can you start to extend that breath just a bit? So deepening your breath in and your breath out, each round a bit more until you're to the point where your lungs are filling up to the top and then releasing entirely. And can you just be with this breath for a moment here? Maybe 4 or 5 counts to breathe in, 4 or 5 counts to breathe out. And as you exhale, can you start to notice the ability to relax a little bit deeper? So maybe observing some points of resistance or tension that you are noticing you're holding. And as you exhale, just knowing that you can let yourself soften and surrender into the ground below you. I'm going to guide you through a scan of the body, and we're going to look for those points of resistance or even just activation. If you notice something, taking a deep breath, and as you exhale, feel that offering of surrender and ease. Feel your grip loosening. So, beginning from the very top of your head, noticing that the back of your head is resting on the ground below you, letting your face start to soften. So, relaxing your forehead and your jaw. And take a deep breath. And as you exhale, feel your neck relax. Noticing your shoulders, seeing if you can offer ease there. Letting your back ribs rest into the mat below you or the ground below you as you exhale. And bringing that awareness into your arms, softening biceps, forearms, wrists, palms, and fingertips. And coming back to the space where your breath originates. So noticing your chest rise and fall a couple times. And feeling that same sensation in your belly. So as you breathe in, feeling that expansion. As you exhale, letting the muscles in your torso relax. Belly softens, back releases. And observing your hips next, seeing if there's anything that can be let go of or relaxed here. And just sending that message of restoration and release to your legs, these muscles that are working so hard throughout so much of your day. So letting your quads soften, your hamstrings release, feel your calves relax, your ankles, the arches of your feet, the tips of your toes. And then can you, as a whole, just kind of let your body soften into the ground as you breathe out, Feeling those points of connection to the ground below you, whatever they are, however you're placed. So maybe it's your heels, your calves, your hips, the back of your shoulders, the back of your arms. Maybe it's your fingers or the tops of your hands, the back of your head. All of those points that are connected to the ground, can you feel the rest of your body just sort of softening into those points as you exhale? Realizing there's nowhere else you need to be, nothing else you need to do. And just feeling from this simple practice, this exercise in connection and intentionality, that there is a feeling of restoration and ease and peace within you, not from any movement or anything outside of yourself, but just from you seeking this sense of peace. Realizing that we can let go of so much to preserve our energy, and it doesn't take away any of our strength, our ability, our passion, our power, our progress. It just creates more space for all of those things. And coming back to the breath, noticing again the inhale and exhale. And maybe noticing some of the room that you've created, not only in your body by seeking softness, but in your mind by letting go of all of those external thoughts, all of that chatter that we hold and grip so tightly in our mind. And I want you to think about this space that you have created by choosing to be present, and realize that you get to decide what you fill that space up with next. So, thinking about the things that truly matter, the things that deserve and are worthy of your energy, and where you want to direct that next. So, before we bring our mindfulness practice to a close, maybe starting to bring to mind some of those things that really matter most to you. Thinking about taking this sense of groundedness and presence into your actions and your interactions throughout the rest of your day or tomorrow. Realizing that just as we are here, we get to decide what type of energy we bring to everything we do, whether it's movement with our body or an interaction we have with somebody in our life. Knowing also that this breath is within you always, so you have the chance to come back to a sense of groundedness and presence within you, a conscious seeking of peace, regardless of where you are or what you're doing. I encourage you to stay in this state of rest and ease as long as you'd like. And eventually, whenever you are ready, you can softly blink eyes open and eventually rise up out of your reclined state, maybe spending a few rounds of breath seated, grounded, and present before you go back out into your life outside of your practice.